We misfired on, missed a couple 2-on-1s where we didn't really even connect on shots. I think we hit 3 posts. It was just it was a playoff game. It was a playoff game. There wasn't any room out there. So unless you were going to score on a miraculous play like they did, where a defenseman falls asleep and they make a great play, or you're going to create on maybe a rush or a power play. Once he really got in the offensive zone, we might have had 5 or 6 good looks in the offensive zone. They probably did, but there wasn't a lot of room out there. It was a game for men only, and I thought both teams played their tails off.
Talk about the way both goalies played.
I thought both goalies were great, and Scotty had more of the perimeter shots with traffic that you got to kind of work through, which sometimes can be tricky. And then I thought, Britton had more of the in-tight battle saves on little quick 2-on-1s and rebounds at the crease and things like that. And, Scotty's done outstanding for us, and I thought that Sam for them showed, why he's one of the best goaltenders in the country.
Coach, tonight was also a chippy game too, would you say?
I don't know if it was chippy. I think it was hard. I thought it was honest and hard. I thought both teams like I said, it felt like a playoff game. You just felt like both teams, you had to fight for every inch of ice. And then they would do something, and then we'd come back, and then they would lean on us, and then we'd lean on them for a couple minutes. And it was a hard, physical, honest hockey game. And that's the way games are going to get here come second half of the season. And last night we didn't play hard enough, and we didn't find a way to win or tie one of those tight games. And we just gotta, we scored a lot of goals, and we've won some games by blowing teams out, and we have to get comfortable winning these types of games, because this is how the games are going to be played a lot of times in February, March, and April.
It was nice to answer so quickly, especially on a power play.
Yeah, I thought that was huge, because I liked us in the first 10 minutes of the second, they had a good push. I thought the last 7 minutes of the second, we were starting to get some good looks. We had 2 or 3 2-on-1s, and then they get that goal, and it was a nothing goal. It was a real poor play by us. And credit Loney. It was a nice play, but it was bad. And that can be deflating because it's 0-0 for so long, and also boom. And we responded, number one, by having great discipline in that scrum to not take an additional penalty and gain a power play. And then secondly, our power play answered when we need them to then.
Coach, can you talk collectively about this weekend and Denver coming here visiting the team?
Yeah, obviously, anytime you have a chance to challenge your program against one of the premier programs in the country, you like to do that. That's why we play the non-conference schedule that we do. BU, BC, New Hampshire, we have Ferris State coming up, Minnesota potentially. So we want to challenge ourselves against the best teams in the country. Obviously, Denver's been that for the last 20 years under what George Gwozdecky and Steve Miller did there, and obviously I have ties to that program, and Jim Montgomery being back there now, and I know they're going to do a great job. And this is Steve Miller's last weekend with the team after 20 years. He's one of my best friends, and he's going to the USHL to be a head coach and general manager. And it was emotional seeing him afterward. I'm just really proud of what he's given that program for the last 2 decades.